Hi there, it's me, Dirk Strangely. I want to share a dream that I once had that is manifested into something beautiful. I painted a depiction of this dream that has touched the hearts of so many people on a level that it's really hard to define. People tell me that they're drawn to it. It speaks to them and they don't even know why. Well, after explaining my inspiration behind the piece, the reasons seem to become very clear. I've painted this scenario over the last 8 years about 4 or 5 times, and some of you that are familiar with my work may even have a print hanging of it on your wall, or some of you might even own the original. The name of it is Stormy Weather. It's a series that has become very important to me and on many different levels. I would like to share this dream that I had with you so you can really understand the true meaning behind Stormy Weather. Some of you will think that I'm completely out of my mind, and you're kind of right. Some of you may just think it's kind of neat, because it is. But I know that many of you will immediately connect with it. I believe that it's an artist's responsibility to connect with people and provide an outlet of expression that others who can't create visual representations themselves can hang on their walls and say, this is me, this is what I'm about. I hope you enjoy the video as I tell you about the dream that is inspired in our series that seems to speak to people's very soul. I found myself looking upon a surreal environment, but there was something familiar about it that I could not identify. There was a city full of color, but it had a haze of binary codes polluting the air and poisoning the minds of the masses. The people in it moved about and interacted with each other in an unnatural and almost a programmed fashion. This world was strange, and it seemed mostly gray, but there were hints of sepia, and everything seemed to move unnaturally slow, and that inflicted a terrible, anxious feeling in me. Then I noticed a figure, and it looked out of place. The figure stood on the outskirts of the city, almost as if to remove himself from it. And above the city was the hazy, polluted skies of binary codes seeping into everything and controlling everything and everyone. It was like a machine. But the figure had a single storm cloud that showered only him by himself, alone. His face was still soft and peaceful. He was happier beneath the storm cloud, rather than being part of the machine of programmed, eclectic creatures. He had a long robe, and it danced majestically in the soft breeze that seemed to only really be surrounding him. He held an unusually small umbrella above him, almost like an ironic symbol of his life and the fact that he'd rather be with a storm than be influenced by the binary masses. The rain didn't seem to bother him, nor the storm cloud that followed him. I found myself more drawn to the figure than the city. As my mind began to pull itself from the subconscious world, the way it does when you're right between lucid sleep and lucid wakefulness, it occurred to me. The robed figure was me, but not the fedora-wearing, rent-paying physical me. It was a spiritual me. And it's some of you, and it's definitely all of us who can pull through the grind of life and still smile and feel at peace with ourselves and dance to the beat of our own drum. Not everyone can find comfort among a detached environment that you don't relate to, but there are those of us who are more comfortable living in a world that we created for ourselves. And no, we're not crazy. We're not even delusional. We're dreamers. We find peace there. And we know that we're not alone, even when there is stormy weather. I hope you enjoyed the video. One thing I love about art is that it's something that is a constant reminder for us that we aren't alone in the world. We surround ourselves with reminders all the time of what's important to us, whether it be the clothes that we wear, the books we read, or the art we hang on the wall. If you're someone who this speaks to and you understand the importance of self-expression and representation through art,
I've made these original paintings and reproductions of them available to you by following the link below. When you receive your Stormy Weather piece of art in the mail, you can hang it on your wall. And then the next time someone comes over and they see it and they ask you about it, and maybe they'll even say it speaks to them, you can explain what the idea is behind it now and why it spoke to you in the first place. And then you'll discover that you'll have shared a unique moment together in a beautiful and pure way with another human being through the power of empathic art. Thank you for taking the time to watch my video. And if you know anyone who would appreciate this, share it with them as well as a gift. If they're anything like you or me, they're going to appreciate it, and they will look at it just like that as a gift and thank you for it.